What happened to WW1 soldiers who deserted? Imagine being in the trenches under constant fire and feeling like you just can't go on. Now picture deciding to leave that chaos behind. What happened to soldiers who made that choice? During World War I, desertion was a serious offense. Soldiers who abandoned their posts without permission faced harsh punishments. The most severe was execution by firing squad. Many armies, including British, Canadian, and other Commonwealth forces, carried out these executions after soldiers were convicted in courts martial. Over 300 British and Commonwealth soldiers were executed for desertion or cowardice during the war. Among them were at least 25 Canadians. These executions were meant to scare others into staying and fighting. Often, the condemned soldiers were held overnight with a military chaplain before being executed at dawn. The firing squad was made up of soldiers who received a mix of real and blank rounds, so no one knew who fired the fatal shot. Afterward, the names and crimes of those executed were read aloud to the troops as a warning. Besides execution, soldiers could also face imprisonment, fines, or public humiliation. Some were made to wear signs calling them cowards or deserters. Others were chained with iron balls to prevent escape and shame them. Early in the war, some soldiers were flogged or branded, but these punishments were soon stopped. Desertion was a big problem because it weakened armies when they needed every soldier. Commanders often executed soldiers even if they had good reasons, like caring for a sick family member. They wanted to keep strict discipline to survive the brutal trench warfare. These harsh punishments show how tough life was for soldiers and how important order was to military leaders. Yet, these measures also affected morale, sometimes making soldiers feel more afraid or resentful. Learning about what happened to deserters helps us understand the extreme stress soldiers faced and the tough choices they had to make. It also shows how military justice was very strict during the war, with human costs for those who decided they could no longer fight.